Good day. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. My name is Dwayne Matz. Welcome along to another Primetime Devo. We've been going through the book of 1 Timothy and we're looking at the qualifications for bishops or elders. And today we're going to look at that qualification that says the pastor must not be violent. You can read about it in 1 Timothy 3, verse 2. The King James says the pastor must be no striker. And the Greek word comes from a root that means to flatten out or pound. And the picture that I get is my mother preparing Swiss steak for our family meal. She would take that cut of meat and take the edge of a saucer and she would just pound that meat and flatten it out in order to tenderize it. The meat, you see, the meat was pounded into submission. All right? So the pastoral candidate is not one who is apt to try to win an argument or get someone to submit to him or to silence others by pounding them into submission. And of course, as with these other qualifications, it's true for all followers of Christ. Violence is never a proper response for a Christian. Now, why is this important for a pastor? Well, because this kind of violent behavior is unacceptable among the sheep. And if the shepherd thinks it's acceptable, if that's how he deals with his issues, how can he seek to stop it among the individuals in the congregation? Let's say that a member of a congregation was arrested and charged with physically beating another person. Should the church just look the other way or take this man to task, following the rules of church discipline as laid out in Matthew 18? Well, of course you should confront him with this sin of harming a neighbor. But what if this man, who professes to be a Christian, is striking his wife and excessively striking his children? Should not he be confronted as well? This issue of domestic violence is not restricted to the world. It's in the church, with estimates of 1 in 4 homes affected by it. There's a lump in the carpet in the church that needs to be addressed. And it starts with the leaders of the congregation. They are to show the way. They are not to be violent men. And as leaders, they ought to have policies in place to deal with the matter. May I close today by encouraging congregations to take the time to prayerfully discuss this matter and come up with a biblical plan to handle domestic violence if and when it occurs in families in the church. Because victims and perpetrators need help. See that they get it. Well, that's all the time we have for today. May God bless you. Thank you much for listening. Remember, Jesus loves you. Tell your face about it.